We're in the car wash right now. We're gonna wash away 2020 real quick because freaking Bonnaroo got canceled and my life is over. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We're just gonna take some soapy suds and we're just gonna go straight into 2021. Very little good has come of this year. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wash all of this away. Well, maybe not all of it.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of vlogs. I'm pretty sure these are the base vlogs.
What is up? Obviously, if you're a fan of music festivals, if you're a fan of me, if you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of EDM, maybe just like and subscribe so we can be best friends forever. As I'm sure you've guessed, today we're going to talk about Bonnaroo. And the fact that the new dates for Bonnaroo, which were changed to September, are now officially canceled. First of all, I of course need to mention that they are doing refunds, which is pretty cool because of the fact that they could try to do what some festivals have done and try to transfer the tickets over to next year, but they are offering refunds, so you can go on their website for more information about that. So now that we've gotten past the most important part, the refunds that I'm sure a lot of you want, let's talk about how this has affected me and how I'm sure this has affected a lot of you. 2020 has sucked. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there who've lost loved ones. I'm sure there's some people out there who have lost a great deal of hours at work and therefore lost quite a bit of money. And I'm sure there's a bajillion of y'all, especially everybody on this channel, who's lost the opportunity to go to festivals and music events that they were really excited to go to. Check on your raver friends. They're not okay right now. But for me, the experience has actually been a lot different because before 2020 hit, before coronavirus hit, I was going through a lot, just kind of going through some changes in my life. I never really would have said I was depressed, but I was definitely failing at a lot of the things that I needed to be doing. I was definitely not having a very productive life, and I was definitely in a funk. And when 2020 hit, I decided I was going to make it my year. And so I bought a lot of festival tickets in advance, and I got ready to have one of the best years of my life. And as January and February slipped by, I seemed to have some of the same setbacks that I'd had in previous years. I got turned down for a promotion. Things didn't work out with a girl that I was talking to. Everything just wasn't going as planned. And then when music festivals started to get delayed, I forced myself to be positive. I forced myself to believe that this was still going to be my year because I felt like I deserved it. And I think that a lot of people had that same opinion as I did, just believing that these music festivals were going to happen if they willed them into existence. And I still hope some of them do, and I believe some of them probably will. But then I did what I think a lot of us have done through this crisis. I tried to make the best of the situation. I started spending more time with some of my friends. I started chatting a lot online with some of my friends. And I saved an incredibly large amount of money. And I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And through this experience, I've made some new friendships that are really exciting, and I can't wait to see where they go. I've developed some new hobbies and some new skills that I'm really excited to see how they help me in the future. But most of all, I have become a more productive person with a much more positive attitude. Because those Bonnaroo vibes don't just exist at Bonnaroo. Those festival friends don't just exist at Bonnaroo. All that positivity that you find under that arch, it comes from right inside you. It doesn't come from the $300 festival tickets. It doesn't come from the music. It doesn't come from the It doesn't come from the event. It comes from you, and the event just releases that. And I will definitely be back at Bonnaroo in 2021. I'm sure everybody watching this video probably will. But I just hope that through this experience, a lot of us have learned to find ways to release our rave personality, to release our festival personality into the rest of the world, even if there isn't any music playing. Even if the music playing is just coming out of our stereos, or even if our friends are miles and miles away, I hope that we've found a way to release that positivity without having to camp out in a field full of strangers. Because we are the festival. We are Bonnaroo Music Festival. And we are what makes it great. And if we take that time and energy, and I mean, in some cases, money, and release that into the rest of the world in the same positive way that we released it into Bonnaroo every year, then maybe the world can be a little bit more like Bonnaroo. I don't know. I didn't want to be negative for this video. I didn't want to be sad for this video because that's not the kind of channel this is, and I'm not that kind of person. So here's to 2020, the year we all figured out how to do it on our own. Deuces.
I am ready for festival life.